ecstasy.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for popular male singers whose voices can dominate the higher registers.
Don't believe me, just watch. Hey, 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 oh!
Number 10, Frankie Valli. The Four Seasons formed in 1960 with Frankie Valli as their lead vocalist. Over the years, he developed a reputation as one of the greatest falsetto vocalists in pop. It became a defining feature of the Four Seasons sound. An argument could be made that falsetto wasn't cool until Valli brought it into the mainstream, encouraging countless others to follow. Unlike a lot of high-voiced singers who lose their talents with age, Valli is in his 90s and still nailing tunes. His career has lasted over 70 years, and he's made a legacy for himself that's likely to endure centuries. Number 9, Jeff Buckley. In the 90s, Buckley attracted a cult following before releasing his only studio album Grace in 1994. In 1997, Buckley tragically drowned in the Wolf River while swimming. After this tragedy, his music grew significantly in popularity. Now he's considered one of the finest vocalists of his generation. Buckley possessed a phenomenal talent for casually reaching high notes. His cover of Hallelujah is a perfect example of how effortlessly he traversed the higher registers. Tons of artists were inspired by his style, such as Thom Yorke and Matt Bellamy, both considered some of the greatest falsettos.
The baffled king composing Hallelujah.
Number 8, Justin Timberlake. They don't call him the Prince of Pop for nothing.
You didn't know all the ways I loved you. No.
Timberlake's career has lasted over 40 years, and in that time, he's sold over 117 million records. Timberlake's been nailing the high notes since he was a member of NSYNC in the 90s. His sound is defined by his impressive falsetto control, which flawlessly blends with his R&B grooves.
My man is staring back at me. I couldn't get any bigger.
While his newer music isn't as critically acclaimed as his earlier work, his voice is still a force to be reckoned with. Of course, he was hugely influential, inspiring modern artists like The Weeknd and Bruno Mars.
So just dance, dance, dance.
Number 7, The Weeknd.
I saw you dancing in a crowded room. You look so happy when I'm not with you.
One of the defining artists of the 2010s was easily Canadian singer The Weeknd. By the time he released his 2016 album Starboy, he was a household name globally. He's developed one of the most immediately recognizable voices of the century so far.
Look what you done.
Rather than relying on falsetto, he sings with his full voice in the upper tenor range, something most male vocalists find nigh on impossible. Unlike his predecessors, his music sounds way darker than any pop falsetto before him. This trailblazing style has made him one of pop and R&B's biggest names.
I don't know why I run away. Oh, girl.
Number 6, Axl Rose.
Take me down to the paradise city with the grass is green and the girls are pretty.
Guns N' Roses is one of the most famous bands globally, becoming titans of the hard rock scene in the late 80s and maintaining that position for decades after. Since their formation in 1985, Axl Rose has been their lead vocalist. He's notable for having one of the widest ranges in rock history, able to combine belting high notes with powerful rock delivery. Rose's range is roughly 5 octaves wide, which is considered one of the greatest ranges ever. Unfortunately, his vocal cords have been seriously damaged over the years, and his voice is nowhere near as amazing as it once was. Number 5, Justin Vernon.
Someone breathes part of me, apart from me.
Bon Iver's frontman has an almost ethereal voice, which often sounds otherworldly. Instead of being a bit of a vocal stuntman like Axl Rose, his vocals are subtly angelic, creating an almost transcendent experience. Rather than prioritizing technical complexity, atmosphere and vibe are Vernon's main concerns. Numerous Bon Iver tracks are entirely falsetto, which can be a challenge to nail, but not for Vernon.
I can't rest on no dynasty. Yeah, what is wrong with me?
His talents have made high and delicate male vocals a staple of indie rock. Their music has become majorly influential, even inspiring the works of Taylor Swift, who collaborated with them on Folklore and Evermore.
Cannot think of all the cost, all the things that will be lost.
Number 4. Thom Yorke.
Dreamers, they never learn.
Few musicians achieve even half the success and influence Radiohead has acquired. They made it big in the early 90s grunge scene, particularly because of their track Creep. Afterwards, their music got increasingly experimental, becoming defined by frontman Yorke's boundary-pushing vocals. This has made his upper register not simply unique, but a defining aspect of an entire genre. Yorke spends entire songs effortlessly thriving in the falsetto range. A whole generation of vocalists has been inspired by him, including mainstream artists like Muse's Matt Bellamy. If it weren't for Yorke and Radiohead, the modern alternative rock scene would arguably look completely different. Number 3. Prince. In the late 70s, guitarist and singer-songwriter Prince began releasing music. In the 80s, he achieved global fame and released multiple hit tracks. One of his most mind-blowing talents was his vocal range, which some believe was at least 5 octaves. Prince had a high register that wasn't just technically impressive, but eventually became culturally iconic. Few vocalists could match his precision and control. Throughout his life, he would consistently nail his most demanding vocal parts live, while simultaneously dancing or shredding his guitar. It'd be a challenge to find an artist in the genres of funk, pop, or R&B who wasn't influenced by Prince in some way. Number 2. Freddie Mercury.
Each morning I get out my diet, can't barely stand on my feet.
We cannot write a list about the greatest male vocalists without mentioning Queen's frontman Freddie Mercury. His vocal range was astoundingly wide, but it was his unmatched ability to deliver high notes with immense power that made him so iconic.
I don't wanna die. I sometimes wish I'd never been born at all.
Mercury could pivot between genres and styles with ease, showcased in Bohemian Rhapsody, one of Queen's most iconic creations. On stage, not only did he replicate his studio vocals, but he would often surpass them. Additionally, he would bring a huge amount of energy with him, making Queen shows some of the most exciting experiences in history. Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Barry Gibb. As 1/3 of the Bee Gees, Gibb's voice became integral to their style.
How deep is your love? Is your love? How deep is your love? I really mean to love.
Borns. His elegant falsetto makes his voice instantly recognizable.
I can't let you go now that I got it. All I need is to.
Max. His voice sits comfortably in the falsetto range in a way many are jealous of.
Yeah, now I'm feeling you breathing slow. Oh.
Justin Hawkins. The Darkness's lead singer shies away from vocals that aren't exceptionally high.
Touching you, touching me.
Chris Martin, the voice of Coldplay's frontman, is rarely off the charts.
Your skin, oh yeah, your skin and bones.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Michael Jackson.
They told him, don't you ever come around here. Don't wanna see your face, you better disappear.
If someone claimed Michael Jackson was the most influential artist in pop's history, few would argue that's an unreasonable opinion. He's frequently called the king of pop, and for good reason. Jackson rose to prominence as the Jackson 5's lead singer, debuting when he was only 6 years old.
When I had you to myself, I don't want you around. Those pretty faces always make you stand out in the crowd.
Nailing falsetto was no challenge for him, but he also possessed a remarkably strong chest voice. Replicating his next-level vocals also wasn't an issue. Sometimes he'd even improve on them while effortlessly dancing the entire time. Across his almost 45-year career, he reshaped the entire pop landscape, inspiring generations of artists. Were there any mind-blowing falsettos we failed to mention? Let us know in the comments below.